I knew something was wrong the moment my sister smiled. Not the polite kind she uses for strangers. The teeth-baring one. The one she saves for victories she hasn't earned. "We booked 3 rooms," she said, pretending to scroll through her phone. "One for me and my husband, one for my child, and one for Mom and Dad." She paused. "Oh, I guess there's none left for you." The words hit louder than the lobby chatter behind us. I stared at her. She expected me to snap, to look wounded, to beg. Instead, I nodded once. "Then I'll leave," I said, and I walked out of the hotel before any of them could rehearse excuses. Their calls started before I reached the parking lot. I ignored them all. If only they knew what leaving meant for me, or what staying would have meant for them. People assume villains are born in some dramatic blaze. Not my sister. She grew like mold. Slowly, quietly, until one day everything smelled wrong. When we were younger, she pretended to adore me, braided my hair, borrowed my clothes, told everyone she'd defend me to the end. I believed her. I believed all of them, the family that praised her achievements and used mine as small talk. She became the daughter they showcased. I became the one they forgot to set a place for at dinner. But I kept forgiving, because forgiveness was the only language I was taught. The shift began 2 years ago, after our parents put her name on the family vacation house for convenience. She accepted the honor like it was destiny. I barely got a mention in the conversation. That was the first inheritance she quietly collected. This trip was supposed to be another family bonding experience. I should have known bonding required I arrive with chains. A week before the trip, I found the group chat without me in it. Accidentally, my mother's phone lit up. The preview said, "Just make sure she doesn't come. She ruins the mood." My sister below it, "She's an adult. She'll understand." My mother, and then, "We can say the hotel's booked. She won't argue." My sister, it was the kind of betrayal that doesn't shout. It whispers, quiet enough that people convince themselves it isn't real. I didn't confront them. Not then. That's the thing about betrayal. If you respond too fast, you lose the advantage. I wanted the advantage. By the time we arrived on the trip, I had already begun my own preparations. For years, I managed the finances for the vacation house, taxes, maintenance, the legal correspondence. My family never bothered reading documents. They just signed whatever I forwarded. This time, they shouldn't have. 2 months ago, I'd initiated paperwork to formally separate my contributions from theirs. A completely legal restructuring that required only one thing: their signatures confirming my withdrawal from shared ownership. They thought they were signing permission forms for routine maintenance. They didn't know they were signing away full control. The house wasn't theirs anymore. It was mine. The moment they pushed me out, I quietly claimed the one thing they valued most. All I needed was the perfect moment to reveal it. The hotel lobby confrontation they orchestrated for their own amusement became my stage. When I walked out of the hotel, I wasn't hurt. I was waiting. Let them panic. Let them wonder why I wasn't begging or apologizing. By the 3rd hour of ignored calls, the tone of their messages shifted. "Where are you? This isn't funny. We need to talk." I responded to none. Instead, I drove to the vacation house, the one with my name now sitting alone on the deeds. I changed the locks. I called the property management. I revoked their access codes. And then I sent one message to the family group chat: "Don't worry about my room. I found a place to stay." Nothing more. Within minutes, the phone exploded with calls again. Then my sister texted, "What did you do?" It amazed me how fast guilt can make someone smart. They arrived at the vacation house an hour later, furious and confused. The keypad blinked red when my mother tried the old code. My father tried his. Another red light. Then they saw me standing inside the doorway. My sister rushed forward. "What the hell is this?" I stepped aside just enough for them to see the stack of legal documents on the entry table. "Those signatures," I said quietly, "weren't maintenance forms. They were transfers. This house is legally mine." My father's face drained. My mother stiffened. My sister laughed. A short panic sound. "You're joking." "I'm not." I slid the final document toward her, the notarized confirmation of ownership. Her eyes ran across the page. Her bravado evaporated. "You can't do this," she whispered. "You did it," I replied. "When you decided I wasn't part of the family. I simply made it official." Silence. Thick, ugly, perfect. "Leave," I said. They didn't argue. Not one of them. They walked back to their car in the same order they used to walk ahead of me on every trip. My sister first, then her family, then my parents trailing behind her like shadows. Except this time, I closed the door on them. That night, in the quiet house that finally felt like mine, their calls stopped. I wasn't angry. Anger is loud. What I felt was cleaner, quieter, the kind of relief that settles in bones. I didn't destroy them. I didn't need to. I simply returned their hospitality. They gave me absence. I gave it back. And in that exchange, I reclaimed something they never intended me to have. A life where their approval means nothing, and my presence means everything.